All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to those who are joining us
Shares of
for our
Uniline
morning show.
UNIS are halted. Uniform November India Sandy.
Let me turn down Benzinga Charlie here so he won't be squawking in my ear until I get ready to listen to him. All right, ready to get this hump day. Well, really, this isn't a hump day since this is kind of a short week. Oh my gosh, I just realized that. This picture does look kind of crazy. Maybe I'll have a different picture for the class today. I won't use this picture for the class today. But what I wanted to, the reason why I put this up there, this is what we're going to talk about in our education webinar today. Do hedge funds have a significant advantage over us retail traders? And really, a lot of people feel that, we're limited, that we have limitations when it comes to doing this. And that's why yesterday I started out with, or this week started out talking about our limitations and how we empower them. And if we fight for our limitations, we get to keep it. And if we feel that we have limitations as it relates to the hedge funds or the high frequency traders, then our success is going to be limited. And in reality, we can outperform hedge funds. Look at, if you have a 401k or 403b or whatever retirement you have and it's vested, in the market or whatever, what's their rate of return? Look at their rate of return. Look at the rate of return you get on that versus the potential rate of return you have as a retail trader. And tell me that we don't have some type of an advantage. Yeah, hedge funds, they do have their advantages, but we have our advantages as well. And it's not impossible to outperform. Good day traders, experienced day traders do outperform hedge funds consistently. But it's just one of those things is that, we institutional traders and retail traders, we both have different edges in the market. We can succeed. The retail day trader can succeed, or the retail trader doesn't have to be a day trader, could be a swing trader. We can succeed if we know how to play the game, if we understand the differences between what they have, the advantages that they have, and then the advantages that we have. And so that's what we're going to talk about today, this afternoon in our education webinar. So this is something that, if you don't realize it, this is something that you really want to kind of look into. All right, so let's start looking at some stocks. Let me take this crazy picture off. But I will have a different picture for you guys coming up. We'll have a different picture this afternoon. So I don't want to take you guys' focus off the message. All right, so we've had some activity this morning. BBRY was one that I wanted to get a piece of, but I was just too nervous. It's not my normal strategy, but I knew we were gapping up once the hawk came out. You know, it came off the hawk, and my finger was right there, but I just, that's not the strategy I trade. I'm not comfortable with it, so I didn't take it. But it would have been a very lucrative trade. I probably would have started the day out with about 500 bucks. But you have to stay within yourself. And that's the way you stay safe. Because I could have easily lost 5 or easily lost 1,000. So have to stay within myself.
SYT
And
Syngenta
be who I
says
am.
China
Here.
approval for
So let's
the
look
ChemChina
at
takeover
TSCO. Let's see
has no
what's up with it.
conditions. That's SYT.
I haven't really looked at anything this morning other than BlackBerry. Tractor Supply Company. Down on Q1 update, soft outlook. So I guess the retail sector is going to be hit this earnings season, or going into this earnings season. I think the retail sector is probably going to get hit. So we'll take a look at TSCO. FAST is up next. I think I'm gonna have to hire somebody to double check all my slides from now on to make sure they don't look crazy. Oh, this is FAST.
SAEX, SA Exploration shares at the pre-market highs now
Fastenal.
731. That's up from the close of 544 on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Report signing a
Fastenal is down
3-year
on
deal
earnings
with
too.
Hokal for providing geophysical services in Colombia.
So we'll keep an eye on that one.
That's
We'll
Sandy Alpha Echo
vet that.
X-ray.
See AFSI. Let's see.
GM General Motors at 3401. That's up 9 cents.
Well, we're in a
As
massive
Greenlight
sell-off here.
nominating directors to the GM board. That's Golf Michael.
Lawsuit. They're being sued like crazy. I don't know if I would jump on that today or not. Not sure I would jump on that today. Looks like FAST is a 5-cent ticker. The ones in orange, Joel, are gapping down. The ones in green are gapping up. Max loss per trade, 100 to 150 bucks. But really, I try to stay at 100 for my max loss right now. I'll bump it up to 150 once I bump up my share size in another month or so. I doubled it. I doubled my share size in March, so I increased my max loss. But the market was pretty soft, and it didn't work out too well. And then this month, and then I let a couple of them go too far. So this month I'm still at $100 max loss. Some of them I kind of let go to 150, and it ended up burning me. So I have to be a little bit more careful with that. SYT. Oh, that's an ugly chart. I don't think I want anything to do with this. ATR is very low. This is a buyout anyway. So no go on that. NBIX. This one was like the first one running this morning. Okay, it gets FDA approval on the first and only approved treatment for adults with TD. That sounds very. I know it's. See, y'all got me going nuts today. That was yesterday after close. I hope that picture didn't set the tone for the day. We got to stay focused. But we'll look at NBIX. We'll look at that chart as well and see what we have. And of course, we'll look at AAOI because as long as it's paying me an average of right at $400 a day, I'm gonna keep trading it. Not gonna stop trading it.
NYCC, Club Corp on their conference call
All right,
says the company did not receive purchase
TSCL,
proposal for
Tractor
the entire
Supply
company during their strategic review process. That's Michael Yankee Charlie.
Oh man, I'm glad it's gapping down. We're around 67.
COUP, Coupa Software shares at 26.31, up 84 cents, following pricing of their 4.4 million share offering at 25.25 per share. That's Charlie Oscar Uniform Papa. DRYS Dry Ships announcing 1-year time charter contract for one of its Newcastle Max vessels. Company anticipates a total gross backlog of $7.1 million. That's DRYS Dry Ships.
Let's see. I don't know if we got a whole lot of. All right. See what kind of window we got. Looks like we got maybe have some decent windows to look at today. Not sure. Didn't mean to do that. Let me see. Yeah, it's got a lot of. I mean, there are windows of opportunity. Yeah, there are windows of opportunity here. So I'll keep it on watch. Not the best, but I'll keep it on watch anyway. All right, let's look at Let's look at NBIX. See what we got here. We got up to 50.07. So that'll probably be the floor today. So let's see. This will probably be the ceiling. So let me look at what's in between. All the price action in between these levels here. This one is kind of crowded. Yeah, this one is kind of crowded. The windows are closing up as I continue to move back. So this may not be one I'm interested in. It may be on my watch list just because there may not be anything else. But I don't know if it will be tradable for me. You know, this would have to open up pretty good for me to see any opportunity in it. Yeah, so let's take a look at, so far only TSCO has made it. What did I say was wrong with SYT? I can't remember. This was a buyout, right? Yeah. The acquisition was approved. So alright, let's take a look over here and see what's popping. BlackBerry is still hanging around $9, so it didn't really go very far. It went just as far as I thought it would. Right around $9. It may get bought up at open. AFSI didn't like. Let's see. NS had some news. Let me see. Thought I heard something on it this morning. Oh yeah, buyout. That was what I heard. That's what I was looking at. Agrees to buy. They're gonna buy somebody out. All right. I thought we were gonna have a pretty exciting morning, but not much worth watching. I said BlackBerry came off the hawk. No, I didn't say that. No, I said it pretty much did what I expected it to do. You know, it ran up to about $9, and I thought it would pull back and kind of wait until the market opened again, or the market opened, and we may get another run up. That's what I was talking about. So I said I was going to watch NBIX as well, since we don't have anything else on there. I don't have anything else on my watch. Um, but again, we'll be watching AAOI, watching to see if it sets up again. I'm looking for the rest of this move down. From here, possibly to this 38.89
PPG
level today.
PPG has met with
I
nearly
doubt.
100 Axo
I'm
Nobel
not giving any
shareholders after making
respect to
takeover proposal.
this level here, the
That's
top of the
Papa
gap.
Papa Golf.
Not. I usually don't give respect to that. I'm looking for it to, fade down here to 38.89. Continue to make these moves down. I'll be aware of where this is. This is at 40.55. So I will be aware of where this is. But you're looking at, let's see. It had a range of $2.08 yesterday. The average range on it's $3.50. So it can absolutely get from here to there. But it can make half the move. And, stop here at this 40.55 level or 40.50. It is a $half mark. So, and then you do have people that trade off of the tops and bottoms of gaps. So I'm sure that will be a significant supply zone. I'm anticipating once it hits here, it would sell off. And that's my thesis on it. So I will continue to watch this. I did swing this according to plan yesterday. I got in at 44.40. And, I'm going to hold it all the way through. My ultimate target
PPG
is
says
the 90
Axo
day right
shareholders
here.
are near unanimous in their disappointment at management's lack of concern
That's my
for them.
ultimate target on this swing trade. So I don't see any decent price action, right now pre-market. So got to be careful if you're trying to trade pre-market. MOVN, I don't see that. Oh, you talking about NOVN? No, I'm not. It's a 9 million share float and it's less than $10. So it's not something I would even look at to trade. My
PPG
target for
says never
AAOI,
any
my
Axo
ultimate
shareholders
target
of
for my
intentions to make
swing
takeover offer
is going to
ahead of time.
be the 90 day. The 90-day moving average. TSCO is going to be on my watch list. It's something I will be watching. TSCO and NBIX. These are the two that I will be watching. I was kind of looking at Delta Airlines too. They put out some good earnings, but they made the gap well before I could even trade. It kind of gapped up. I'm not sure that it's going to give me any range today. Let me bring this chart up. I'll show you what I was looking at. It's like it made this big move pre-market. Here we held over VWAP, but I don't see much room to the upside right now. This is a nice gap here, but I would need to, let me clear this chart. These are all old. levels from probably a year ago, maybe 2 years ago when I used to trade the airlines every day. Seems like. Let's see. But then these things, they started trading in tight ranges, and the price action kind of got caught up with it. So there weren't any very good moves out there. So I kind of laid off of trading it for a while. Trading the airlines. Okay, so the 10-year high is 52.77. I doubt if we'll get that today, if it starts to run. But I'll keep my eye on it. It has good earnings, so I will keep my eye on it as well. We'll throw that on there. I'd rather watch this than NBIX, to tell you the truth. But NBIX seems to be running into that gap I was looking for.
And ETS, Netshoes, prices its IPO.
It's making a move early, pre-market.
8.25 million.
So here's a gap
shares
I was
priced
looking
at
for.
$18 per share. That's November Echo Tango Sandy.
I'm looking for it to break out over this level and get into this gap, because you got a gap between 51.17 and 52.92, and this is the gap that I felt was tradable for me, but it's already dug into that. So I would need a pullback.
CBT, Cabot increases prices globally for fine cesium chemicals. That's Charlie Bravo Tango.
Before I could get in this, but I will keep it on watch. So what I'm watching is today TSCO, NBIX, DAL, and of course AAOL is going to be, AAOI. Also still in play for me. So don't need to vet it. I've already got my levels situated. So we'll sit back and wait for the open. Let's see. Let me type it over here.
UNIS, Unilife files for Chapter 11
Rodney, right now I don't know. I have to wait and see what the market tells me. Right now, I would be short bias, but I can't have a bias going in. I don't want to have too much of a bias going in. Because like DAL would be a long if it's set up. TSCO would be a long if it's set up. NBIX would be a long if it's set up. But also they could set up for shorts as well. So I've got to be ready to move on them either way. However it sets up. See, X was on my list. It did wash out, and it was on the scan earlier. But today is not the day I want to tackle X. Oh man. Why did I do that? Gotta reset my scans here. I kind of messed them up. Um, all right, yeah, you seeing some big block orders hit on TSCO. But this is why I sit back and wait, let the market settle, and then I can find what I want to jump on. Manage autopilot. The levels I'm watching on DAL. Let me pull it up here. I'm watching. I got 46.48, 46.80, and 47.70. That's going to the upside. It's kind of where I focused everything. Man, NBIX is running. It's not slowing down for anybody. I don't know why these stocks make the move pre-market. They don't give anybody a chance. Just kind of waiting for the retail, us retail traders who are waiting.
BBRY and BlackBerry at the pre-market high, $9.14, after announcing that $800 million plus agreement settlement involving Qualcomm. That's BBRY 914 up 18.7% now for BlackBerry.
I can't get it. That's close enough. Shit. Tired of this. All the charts moving around so much. So we might be running into the 90-day up here. At some point. No, I mean not the 90-day. What the heck am I talking about? We gapped over all of this. That's 42, not 52. And then we've got another level here at 52.92. This was a window that I wanted to trade it in, but It's already made that move. Let's see, DAL. Okay, that one 46.80. We're right at that resistance right now. So we'll see what it does with that. Yep, she has completed this move. She's completed the whole move.
White House
This was what I
spokesperson
was looking to
Spicer says
trade
he
at the
made a
open.
mistake comparing Syria's Assad to Hitler. Says he's
I
gotten
felt we would
into
get a
a
pullback
topic he should
and get
not
an
have.
opportunity to get in between this 51.17 and this 52.92 window, and it just ate it up pre-market. So maybe we'll get a pullback at the open, possibly to VWAP or something, and maybe get a bounce on it. But right now that move is dead. And DAL is kind of doing the same thing, but this was the window I wanted to get it in. You know, this one here. So maybe we can break out over the high, make this run up, get over 47. You might have something here. These two stocks look pretty strong this morning. NBIX and DAL. think I might have to shift my focus to pre-market between 8:30 and 9 o'clock because a lot of these moves have been happening pre-market, and then they open and they trade flat all day. And the most significant move on these are made pre-market. So if my strategy set up earlier, then I'm going to start trading earlier. The volume and liquidity's been great. You know, it hasn't been something that I couldn't trade or that I couldn't deal with. Um, the volume for pre-market would pretty much be the same. You know, you look at NBIX. You know, we were over 50,000 shares. You know, right at 9 o'clock. But when we have increasing volume and the price action is there, I'm definitely gonna, take the trade. Now, DAL didn't really have a volume. It didn't really support, me taking a chance. At 8:30, you could see what it was doing. And then once the 9 o'clock crowd came in, you got some volume and it kind of drove it up. Same thing here. When the 9 o'clock crowd came in, you have more people piling on. And you can see the same thing happen with BlackBerry here. You know, 9 o'clock crowd came in and kind of bought this thing up off of 9 o'clock, just like $9. Just like I was saying earlier. We would get to around 9, and then when everybody came in around 9 o'clock, it would probably get bought up some more. So it's fairly predictable. What's going on. And yeah, it'll do this for a little while, and then the markets will change. Yeah, all of that's the same. I mean, I've traded pre-market before. It's just I haven't been able to trade pre-market in the last several weeks. But I look for volume just like I always do. I trade off the technicals just like I always do. And yeah, you have to use limit orders in pre-market. But as long as you follow your rules and you have your specific rules set for pre-market trading, then you should be fine. Stop losses don't work, so you can't put in a stop loss. So you'd have to be, ready to get out, knowing when you need to get out. And if you're not using hotkeys, then you need to have another montage set up with the price that you need to get out in. Just have a limit order sitting there at that price so that when you approach it, you click it and you're out. Unless you're going to use hotkeys. Here we're getting a pullback on NVIX. That's going to be good. I need a nice solid pullback. Alright, we're going to switch over screen share here. Hello?
This is SCENG with an important message about your service. For account verification and security purposes, only the...
I don't want to buy any solar panels. All right. It's about that time. We're off to the races here. Let's see what's going to shake out this morning. Let's see. TSCO. I'm looking at 6707. See, TSCO, I'm looking short under this level here. So I gotta wait for this 5-minute candle to print. And we'll look at that. See, AAOI, think it's about wait and see when I can throw my order in on it. And I usually wait for the first 5 minutes to print on this, and then I go ahead and throw my order in. Oh man, TSCO, I didn't really need to be all that patient on this. I could have jumped on it and just let it go. Because 66, 67 is the other level I got here. Alright, so the 2-minute chart is giving me confirmation here. But the spread on this thing gets wicked at times. So I need this candle to close. Gotta wait for this candle to close before I do anything.
NBIX.
So right now, TSCO is a front runner for me. Alright, we got 1 more minute on this deal. Oh crap, man. I'm gonna put my order out there in case it comes back and hits it at 50.
BBRY BlackBerry January
Here we
2018
go again.
$7 call sweep at $2.50
Here we go
on
again.
BBRY.
Orders getting rejected. Let's see if I get rejected on AAOI. Alright, so I got filled at AAOI, but I'm not sure what happened with TSCO. I'm not sure. Alright, so I'm going to leave this on. 42 would be my max loss stop. That's the most I'm going to give it. So if it starts to run back up, like it's doing right now, I'm going to give this a little bit more room. Based on how I knew this thing traded the last couple of days, I'm going to use the 20 as my guide. But what I want to do is figure out why my orders are rejecting on this. I mean, this was a freaking trade. I don't know why my order's rejecting. And try to get it again. If we get a pop
Airbus
back up.
CEO sees over 720 commercial aircraft deliveries in 2017 versus guidance of more than 700.
Well, AAOI, they let me in. But I'm trying to wait to see. Yeah, it keeps getting rejected. Hold on, let me try my other deal. Let me try on my phone and see. You know, this is ridiculous. TSCO. All right, I gotta get with these people and figure out what's going on. This happened earlier this week, and I'm not sure why it's doing what it's doing. It's not really making any sense to me. Yeah, Jose, I'm logged out of it. I'm trying to figure out why my orders won't execute. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my AAOI order did execute. Um, but it's gonna be offline for a minute until I get this figured out. Yeah, they said they had it worked out for me the other day when this happened. Right now, the market is just choppy. Anyway, so I'm just gonna sit on my hands here. No, I'm out of AAOI. I'm sitting here waiting to get a response from Sure Trader here. Because it's like I never had this issue for like years. And then all of a sudden this week it happened, it rejected it for no apparent reason. I've had it reject before when they've reduced margin on the stock that I was looking to trade. But we'll get it squared away and get back on track
UTHR,
here.
Respira Therapeutics, has entered into a strategic collaboration with United Therapeutics for development exclusive license of Respira's RT234. That's UTHR. SQ, hearing some unconfirmed takeover chatter in SQ. Hearing Visa is finalizing a deal to fully acquire Square, deal valued at $9 billion. Again, that's unconfirmed chatter on Visa, bid for Square SQ.
Yep, but when things are kind of messed up like this, smart thing to do is just sit on your hands. Because I want to make sure it gets right. I don't want to sit here and watch a stock and be ready to get in.
MA
And
MasterCard, April
I
114 call sweep. They ask at 29 cents, Michael Alpha.
And it won't let me in for one reason or another.
Now seeing Square, April 18 call in Square active, Sandy Quebec SQ.
Mm.
Shares of Twitter now at the high of the day. That may be moving in sympathy with Square. 1475. The high now on Twitter at 44 cents.
SQ. Let's see. Man, that's a nice pop. I don't think I heard the news. I wasn't paying attention. I'm still waiting for these people to get with me at Sure Trader. Because I don't want to take any chances.
SQ Square more April
Visa
18 calls in
takeover
Square.
So Square, yeah, running in sympathy with it. No, I got out. I'm trying to get this. Well, I hope I got out. I put in my order to cover, but I'm waiting on SureTrader to get back with me so I can get this sorted out. I don't want to trade or do anything until I'm sure that this is going to work, because it's emotionally distressing
ADPT
when I'm
is
sitting here
halted
waiting and waiting for a setup
on
and I
a
go to
circuit
get
breaker
in
at
and my order gets
278 Alpha Delta Papa Tango.
rejected. So
Shares up 157%
that'll
now
kind of throw your whole
on
day
Adeptus
off.
Health.
God. There is no stop on AAOI. Yeah, I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's. I can't say it's SureTrader. I mean, it could be an exchange. I don't know.
ADPT, Adeptus shares should be resuming at 956.19.
Yeah, they were having
13D
trouble
filing
with the
last night
clearinghouse
for
yesterday.
Adeptus. Wexford reporting an 8.54% stake in Adeptus shares now halted at 278, resuming at 9:56 and 19 seconds. NETS IPO indicating $17 on 350,000. November Echo Tango Sandy.
Yeah, that would have been a decent trade, but would have been a decent trade. But woulda, coulda, shoulda doesn't work here. Doesn't live here anymore.
Cool.
Yeah, they know they have a problem. So what are they gonna do to fix it? Alright, so let's see. Let me put this on here.
ADPT should be opening in about 20 seconds.
Okay, I've got a test trade on. I'm gonna see if this if this works.
Cool.
Let me see if this works or not. I'm not sure.
269 on ADPT, and shares resume new highs. 299 on ADPT. 315 the high.
Cool.
Really? Maybe this will get squared away by the time I get something tradable here. No, I just logged back out of it. I logged in to see if I could take a trade. But it seems to be kind of offline because I can't see my orders or anything on my on that platform. Because I tried to short NBIX, so I put an order in, but it never did show up, never did come through. I don't know if it's the problems with the same clearinghouse or what the issue is.
Cool.
RTTR. Ritter Pharmaceuticals announced end of phase 2 meeting with the FDA, initiates phase 3 program of development activities, completed phase 2b3 trial, demonstrated several positive top-line results, and full analysis of data is underway. That's RTTR, Ritter.
All right, so let me log back in here. And see if I could get squared away. See if we got it fixed. I'll be damned. I'm still in AAOI. That order never.
Shares of Ritter popped to a high of $1.28.
What the hell?
$1.34 now. $1.36 on Ritter as
my
the company
God.
says no serious adverse events related to
3 tickets.
RPG28 were
So I
reported
guess
in the study,
this
further supporting safety profile previously
NVIX
shown in
trade
Phase
went
2A
through. It
study,
just didn't
commenced
show up.
manufacturing efforts and currently anticipates initiation of Phase 3 in the first half of 2018. That's Romeo Tango Tango
Yep.
Romeo hitting a high of $1.44.
It went through. It didn't show up on my phone. None of my orders showed up. When I logged in, it said I didn't have any positions open. But I got in under 50, under 51 on NBIX, and then I just put in a limit order for 50/50 to see if it would show up. It never did show up on there, so I didn't think I was even in a position.
HIFS.
But it shows on
Hingham,
here. It just didn't show on my
reports
mobile.
$2.83 for Q1. Hotel India Foxtrot Sandy.
Yeah, it should have stopped me out. But I'm wondering if it rejected my stop as well.
TACO. Negative seeking alpha post on Tango Alpha Charlie Oscar.
Crap. You had a problem with NVIX as well? Yeah, I don't know. I guess this clearing firm or whatever they got a problem with is still having an issue. I didn't have an issue with it yesterday. Yesterday was fine. For some reason this morning it acted
AverageJoe.
a fool. Let me see what happened on NBIX. Yeah, it was just an immediate thing. I'm not gonna cry about it. Man, because ideally I would have got out here and got back in up here. Got in on this rejection. I wouldn't be sitting here holding this thing like a fool.
NETS, $16 on 600,000 shares now. November Echo Tango Sandy.
Yeah, I'm still. I mean, technically, I'm in the trade still, so I'll just hang on to my little pitiful position. And see if it works itself out. I mean, the problem I see with this, the deviation band is sitting right here at 41.74, which is about 20 cents away from my entry. So unless it opens up and gives us yeah, Sarah, I mean, I got these hotkeys built, but I had such a bad time with them when I first started
AverageJoe.
that I just kind of left it alone. Vlad, I don't know what's wrong with SureTrader. I mean, I don't think it's SureTrader itself. I think it's the clearing firm that they're using. You know, because they gave me credit on that loss I took yesterday. You know, they took care of that. So I don't have any, I can't say anything bad about it. And they've been taking care of everything, but you know, when you're trying to trade and you're trying to make money, you know, this gets to be very frustrating.
AverageJoe.
Because my platform was screwed up, it kept rejecting my order. I didn't even ask them for it. You know, they just did it.
Cool.
And I stayed up past midnight last night just to wait for iBoss to update so I can verify that they were hooking me up. And sure enough, they did.
AverageJoe.
Rodney, I had my stop out, but evidently the order got rejected. Just like the order I was trying to get in on TSCO. And I'm going to try to get it again, this TSCO again.
Cool.
If we reject this VWAP here. Or the 20. If we reject this and start back down, then I'll try to get in again. I'll see if they got it fixed. Eric, you having problems too? Man, I don't know. I mean, I kind of don't want to trade anymore, to be honest with you. But I'll give it I'll give it a shot. And I need to see I need to see this close weak. I need to see this 2-minute candle close below the VWAP here. I need to see another 2-minute candle starting to open and trade lower than
AverageJoe.
this candle.
TIME and MDP.
And then I will look,
Reuters reporting Meredith's preliminary acquisition
to
proposal has
take a
fallen
position
short
on
of
this.
Times
Cool.
price expectations. That, according to sources reported by Reuters, again, Meredith in preliminary acquisition proposal. Meredith's preliminary acquisition proposal has fallen short of Times price expectations, according to sources reported by Reuters. That's Michael Delta Papa
Cool.
and Tango India Michael Echo.
Hold on. I need to send a snapshot of this.
Meredith has made a preliminary acquisition offer to Time that fell short of expectations, according to sources reported by
the sure trader here.
Reuters. The offer values Time at below $20 per share, according to the sources.
Let's see. I gotta pop this out too. Send this to my boys at Sure Trader. My peeps. See if they can hook a brother up. This is just kind of hanging around up here. Not sure if we're going to get the move that we want or not. It looks pretty weak. Need to wait for this candle here to close, which is another 2 minutes. For another minute now. Gotta be patient, gotta wait for confirmation on this. Man, NBIX is good. I think, Dan, you still trading? You still in NBIX? That's working out good. Oh, okay. Dustin, you still holding some? So I'm wondering if it's gonna get through this this 50 level here. Alright, this is why I hate. You gotta wait for confirmation. Alright, so I'm in TSCO. I'm short at 66.28. So I'm looking for the push down. So they got me working now. I hope we continue to work. Hope it continues to work.
NETS indicating 1625 to 1650 on 600,000.
And hopefully it doesn't fool. Hopefully it's not a fake out. Looks like it's gonna run to the 20. My stop on this is gonna be the 20 here. If we claim the 20,
DAL Delta on their
then I'll
conference
take
call
it off.
says yields and demand remain strong as it heads into peak summer.
So that's my entry on
That's
it.
Delta Alpha Lima.
Like I said, what happens with these sometimes is they'll start to work. They confirm. I had a close below the VWAP here, and this candle, is a candle that baited me in. So what happens sometimes is this thing will turn around and it'll go back and it'll test the 20. So I will give it that opportunity, that chance to go back and test the 20. You know, I'm gonna, no matter what, I'm gonna trust my technicals here. Claim and close over the 200. You know, it's got to actually close over the 200 and trade above it for it to claim it. I mean, not 200, the 20. I don't know why I'm saying 200. The 20. Alright, so AAOI is doing what it's supposed to do right now. We're just going to leave it on and let it work the rest of the day. I mean, and if I detect some type of shift in the momentum or change in momentum in that stock, then, you know, I'll probably take it off. But, you know, unless something changes, I expect it to continue to you know, trend down the rest of the day. Now, it could absolutely, um, you know, pull back and test this. You know, it can absolutely come back and do that. And I would
APRI,
expect it to bounce a couple
I have
times. You know,
224
to
on volume, Alpha
bounce
Papa
back,
Romeo India.
retest this, and then fail and continue down. So that is expected. And my first target on this will be 41. So I'll put that out there. That would be my first target on it. TSCO, I'm looking for 65.80 on the whole lot. I'm not fooling myself with this trade. Yeah, I'm gonna put a hard stop in on TSCO. I was just waiting to get a close. I'm waiting for this candle here to close. And then I'll put my hard stop in. And my hard stop would be 66.78. That would be my max loss stop, a hard stop. But I wanted to wait till this candle closed. Well, actually now I can do 66.68. Not 78. Now let me do a market.
NETS indicating 1625 to 1650 on 750,000.
SLB.
So that's my target on this TSCO. Ultimate target. No, it's probably gonna take a while to get to where it needs to go, but
Coming up at 10:30, crude inventories plus 87,000 expected, distillates minus
that's my
885,000,
target,
gasoline inventories minus
which will be
1.721
here.
million.
SLB.
AAOI is not really working out that well today. Seems to be range bound. But, going to the well as many times as I've gone and brought some money out of it, I don't mind losing the day on it. Wouldn't have a problem at all.
NETS is open now at 16:35, November Echo Tango Sandy.
But I think the morning's volatility is pretty much gone. Everything seems to be kind of slowing down, moving at a snail's pace. Volume is going. So you've been to the gold well 8,000 times in the past 2 weeks. Well, hey, as long as this kick is spitting out gold, I keep going too. I wouldn't stop. As long as it kept kicking out that gold. I would not stop at all. My entry on AAOI has to rank as one of the worst entries in the world. Was not strategic at all. So I really got bailed out on it. All right, nice. Your 11th consecutive green day. That's awesome. Need to see. I need to see TSCO crack this 66 this time. It's got to crack this 66. Can't get held up here. Yeah, I mean on this trade, I want to see it crack 66 so I can get paid. Yeah, I know it's cracked 66 here and bounced off this level. Cracked 66 here, but I needed to do it this time so I can get paid. Yeah, Dustin, looks like you're having one of my kind of days.
Fed's Kaplan says broader measures of unemployment show there is slack, but it's declining.
I plan on dumping it all here at 60, 65.80 and then potentially resetting under here. But it's got to get through 63, and it's giving it a little bit more problem that I had anticipated. It's holding it up a little bit more than I anticipated, but you gotta have patience.
Kaplan says U.S. probably can't increase debt anymore to boost GDP.
Come
GDP
on in the
growth.
deep end, man. Come on in the deep end of the pool. Come on in the deep end, guys. I keep watching. See if we can chew through all this support that keeps popping in. We gotta chew through it. You know, this is a supply
Weekly
zone, so it's got to chew through
crude
this.
stocks off 2.2 million barrels, gasoline off 3 million, distillates off 2.2 million. Crude getting a pop here, 53.65. Again, crude a draw of 2.17 million versus the 87,000 build estimate. Distillates a draw of 2.15 million versus the 896,000 draw estimate, and gasoline minus 2.97 versus minus 1.76 million estimate.
All right, guys. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit. See if this TSCO trade
PBYI,
works itself out here in the
Opco
next
to
15
support
minutes
Puma
or so.
Biotech's expanded access program
So I'll
for
let
PB
sneak peek
272
Wednesday
the rat nib in the U.S.
run a little bit
That's
longer.
Papa Bravo Yankee India.
Probably to about 10:45. We'll see if this trade resolves.
DAL
I know
Delta on their
AOI, that's
conference
going
call
to be an
says
all
remain on
day
track
thing.
to keep its full
I'm not sure if it's going to be able to break through this channel today. Looks
year
like it's going to trade
chasm X
sideways.
growth in 2 to 3 range.
Absolutely no range in it today.
Continue to
at
expect
all,
markets to
so
expand in H2 compared to prior year on a normalized basis.
It may
That's from
turn
their
out to be
conference
a
call.
loss for me today, which is no big deal because I swear it paid me so good the last 2 weeks that I would not be mad at it at all. I'm not going to let it take me to the cleaners though, but I'm not going to be mad at it. So we'll give this TSCO another 15 minutes or so to see if it resolves. If not, I'll still be patient. I'll just, gotta let it work. Gotta let it do its thing. The SPY was real choppy today. Let's take a look at the SPY real quick. I mean, look at it. This is just uncharacteristic, for the SPY. So days like today, if you're a trader such as myself, I'm a trend trader. I look to trade, trends. This is not the day for me to be trading. And you have to accept that and move on. I had a decent day Monday. I had a good day yesterday. Right now I'm okay. So, once I get out of these positions, I'm probably not going to trade anymore today unless the market kind of settles down. We had good price action, good movement early on, but the market is just not conducive to my setups. Now it's conducive to scalping, but it's not conducive to the setups that I trade. So we'll let this keep running. Hopefully this will crack. Now on AAOI, just so you know, I'm using the 20 here as my guide. If I lose the 20, I'm going to take this off. There's no hope for the trade at all today.
UNIS, Unilife,
and that
again,
might
popped
be
to the high,
it
22
for,
cents after announcing
some time right now.
bankruptcy.
I've got the swing trade on, and technically if that swing is still working, that's going to stay on. But if we lose the 20, then that's what's going to take me out of AAOI. But I expect this to grind down for pretty much the rest of the day unless it just goes sideways. See here, we got more support built in right here at 60. See if we can knock this out this time. See if we can chew through this. But all of a sudden we got a wall here at 60. It's really putting a dent in this trade. There we go. See if we can flash down to 65.80. It can take me out. Has to hold below this though. has to hold below. I'm looking at more people sitting on the bed right here. When I was watching this, we had more people coming in at 66. And so I was watching these numbers get chewed through over here. And then we got the move through 66. But you see, you keep getting bidders here at 66. And these have to be taken out for us to continue to drop. And that's why I told you, how this is how you can identify supply zones as well. When a stock is getting close to a moving average or a daily level, you'll start to see more buyers and sellers come in. And whichever is the most prevalent at that level, that's who's going to either take the price down or buy it back up. So we're having trouble getting through the supply zone. And theoretically, I call it a zone because you look at 10 cents above and 10 cents below. So this thing starts firing off when it gets around 66.10 and then 65.90. Anywhere within that range, you're going to have a supply zone. See, look at 60. Just keep watching that. And this is what's going to make me take this trade off. This keeps happening. This is going to make me take it off. If we can't chew through it. It doesn't make sense for me to sit here and hold this when the price action is telling me that this isn't going to work. Now we're still making lower lows and lower highs. So technically, you look at the chart, technically this trade is still in play. But once we make a higher low and a higher high, then this trade may not be so viable anymore. But what we can do, depending on what happens here, that'll determine whether, we give it another shot at 66. So right now I'm looking at the 9 moving average, as my stop. A loss of the 9. But see, all of this we got to chew through in order to even attempt to break this level. And you see people keep piling in here. So whenever you see this, you know that somebody or some fund or somebody's trying to keep this price up. They're just throwing orders out there. And once they get taken out, then if we have a bunch of sellers sitting here, we're going to take over. And this is where it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of patience, especially when you haven't covered anything, you don't have any profit on the trade. Now imagine if I was sitting here watching my P&L. Imagine this. Like on AAOI,
G Golf Echo
I could
acquires
have been
50%
down,
stake in Locomotive.
well over
Courage.
$100
Is
at
that,
one
is
point.
that rule?
If I was watching my P&L,
Saudi
I
joint
would have
venture
panicked
invest
out
in Kazakhstan National Railways growth. That's Golf Echo.
and given all that money back. Whereas, being patient and trusting your technicals, being patient, trusting your technical levels,
SQ Square.
is telling
Sweep
you,
in the April $18
everything that
qualifying
you need to
earlier
know.
takeover chatter, Sandy, Quebec.
The SPY's trying to head south, and these stocks are trying to bounce. Go figure. Now, if I was watching my P&L, I would sit here and start and be like, oh, I'm up a little bit, I'm going to take it off. I'm up a little bit, I'm going to take it off. Or if I'm down, it may start eating away at me, and then I end up, taking the trade off. See if we got some momentum now to kill this noise here. Can we do it? Nope. It doesn't look like it. Does not look like it at all. Come on down, man.
SWFT.
You can do it. You can do it this time. You can do it this time. Easy. Easy money. We got a little crack on AAOI. I wonder if we can hit 41 on this.
CERN, Cerna, May 57.5 put sweep at the ask at $1.40. Charlie Echo Romeo November, CERN. Shares at 59.23. That's down 41 cents CERN.
SWFT.
How are we getting close? Close, but no cigar. Man, this does this to me all the time. It'll come within like 1 or 2 cents of my order and then just turn around. It's like, forget it, I don't want it. Alright, we should get it now. We should anyway. See, like 1 cent off and it turns around on me. We got some good selling. Let's take out that 81. Take out 81. Take out 81. A lot of hidden size here. You see all these orders going through, and this isn't changing. This is actually going up. Now, had a lot of hidden size in there. Come on, let's try it again. Let's try it one more time. I'm stubborn. I don't want to change my order a couple of cents.
SWFT.
And stubborn might cost me. Alright, candle, let's go. Let's take it down one more time. Come on, let's take it down one more time. The minute I change this to like 82 or 83, I'll get 80. But we're working it. We're working it. We're working it. It's amazing how a few cents will be the difference between a winner and a loser. Ah, shit. It ain't gonna work. Look at this. This is sad. Still respecting the 9 moving average. We were like, I can't believe it. We were like 2 cents off. 2 cents away from our order getting hit. Oh, screw you. $0.02 away from my order getting hit. I thought sure I would get hit before AAOI. All right, guys, I'm running out of time. I've kind of reached my maximum limit on this classroom, so I wish y'all could hang out. This thing almost hit, but you know, you got an idea of what I was looking for, what I'm waiting for. Everything is still trending down. You know, as long as that's happening and we're continuing to put downward pressure on this, I think eventually we're going to crack this. So, hanging out. I'm going to be waiting on it. Again, AAOI, this is going to be a long, probably all day hold. First cover I'm looking for is 41. So I'll take half off at 41 and then kind of let the rest of it ride out the rest of the day. And then kind of go from there. So that's my thought process on this. Hold on, we might be cracking it. I mean, if we get through this, I'll just take 100 off and see how far we can get below this level. Come on down, man. Man, this is strong. I know what I'll do is I'll take 100 off down here. If we get down below 85 or so, I'll take 100 off because I think eventually this is gonna crack. So I want to have 100 shares on when it does.
APO Apollo Global getting a pop to the high on volume.
Yeah,
Alpha
I'll
Papa
take
Oscar.
half off. Just what I thought. I took half off and it's gonna go. That's why I only took half.
SEAS San
Took
Diego
half
Alpha
off
Sandy January
TSCO at
$13 put sweep
65,
at the SCAT 80 cents
85.
on SeaWorld.
I guess that's all it
SEAS.
needed for it to go, is for me to take half off. I don't mind doing that from time to time. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. We're gonna keep working out these positions, and we will make sure you come back. If you like what you experience here, just join us. We do this every day. Just go pop over to our website, AverageJoeTrader.com, and we'll be right there waiting on you. So you guys have a great rest of the day. Remember, trade for skills. Then in the end, you'll be able to count those bills. So stay green, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the morning show.
FNCX $3.20.